Hello all! Welcome to Cooking in a Snap and welcome to my mom's kitchen. In this series, I'll be walking you step by step through some simple and delicious SNAP-Ed recipes. My name's Celeste and I'm a nutrition educator with the University of Rhode Island's SNAP-Ed program. Today, we'll be making oven-roasted vegetables. Feel free to pause this video at any time if you need to catch up with me. You can find this step-by-step recipe and many others on our SNAP-Ed website. Check the description below for the link. This recipe can be switched up in order to use the vegetables and spices that you have on hand. Follow these basic steps for crispy, delicious veggies every time. Let's get started. First and foremost, we need to get ready to prepare food safely. I'm going to pull back my hair, pop on an apron, and wash my hands for 20 seconds with soap and warm water. We're using the oven for this recipe, so let's make sure we start preheating now. The recipe says we should set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I've taken the time to look through the ingredient list and gather all the ingredients I'll be using. That way, I won't have to go looking for an ingredient in the middle of cooking. We should also grab any tools we'll need to help us prepare the recipe.
So I've taken the time to grab a couple things. I have a cutting board, a knife, a peeler, and I also have a small bowl for scraps and a large bowl for tossing everything together. I also have a large baking sheet for roasting all of the vegetables. Now that we have all our tools, it's time to cut the veggies. You'll see I'm holding my knife at its heel. This is the safest place. You'll also see I'm putting my hand in a claw-like shape. That way, when I put the knife against my fingers, there's no chance they will get cut, as you can see here. Let's start off with the potato. You'll see that I'm going to hold the potato using the claw hand shape in order to make sure that I don't get cut. I'm also cutting off one part first so that I can lay the potato flat on the cutting board and it doesn't roll around. This is another way to make sure that you won't cut yourself while you're cooking. Next, I'm going to make sure that I just cut all pieces to the same size. This will ensure even roasting. Next, we're going to be working with butternut squash. So the first thing to do is cut off the stem, and then you also want to cut off the bottom. I also like to cut my butternut squash in half at the middle, and this just makes it easier to work with. Next, you'll want to peel off all of the skin of both pieces. Clean up your station to keep everything organized. One half of the butternut squash will contain seeds. I like to scoop them out using a simple kitchen spoon. Once you've peeled your squash and removed the seeds, it's time to cut. Cut it just like the potato, making sure that the pieces are uniformly sized. Add your chopped squash to the bowl with the potatoes and you're ready to move on to the onion. To cut onions, I like to start by first cutting off the stem and the root end. This will make it easier to peel off the dry skin. After you've peeled off the skin, be sure to clean up your station. Next, chop the onion into bite-sized pieces the same size as the squash and potato before. Everything looks good. Now let's move on to the carrots. So you can peel your carrots if you want, or you can leave them unpeeled for a little bit of added fiber. Again, chop the carrot into bite-sized pieces and add to the bowl with the other vegetables. Last but not least, let's prep the garlic. Pop off as many cloves as you need and smash them under a flat knife. This breaks up the skin and makes the cloves easier to peel. Add the garlic to the bowl, and we're ready to add the rest of the ingredients. We are adding 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 2 teaspoons dried rosemary, a half teaspoon of salt, and black pepper to taste. Toss everything together to make sure the ingredients are well mixed. Now it's time to put our veggies on a roasting tray. Make sure you pick a pan that is large enough to accommodate all of the vegetables you have. If you only have smaller pans, you might need to use a few. Notice that the vegetables have enough space in this pan. This will lead to better browning. Roast the vegetables at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 to 50 minutes, stirring every 15 minutes until the veggies have slightly browned. And there you have it, URI Snap Ed's oven roasted vegetables.
So I just pulled our roasted veggies out of the oven. They look and smell absolutely delicious, so let's give them a try. Really good. Oven roasted veggies can work as a nutritious side dish to almost any meal. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking in a Snap, and I hope you joined or are planning to join me in making this delicious recipe. Once again, this recipe and many, many more can be found in our URI Snap Ed website, linked in the description below. If you have any questions or if you liked today's video, leave us a comment. We hope to see you next time.